5 Montgomery County, Ohio police officers are being investigated after it was revealed that they sent pretty terrible racist tweets to one another while they were on the job. Now, not all the tweets were sent to one another when they were on the job, but some of the racist tweets were also sent to black members of their police force. And as a result, they are being investigated. So let me give you the exact details on this. So the sheriff in the area, Sheriff Phil Plummer, said that the deputies sent racial messages on their personal phones between November 2011 and January 2013. Some messages were sent while the men were on duty, and some messages were directed at African-American deputies. The N-word was used several times, as well as other racial slurs and jokes. Racism will not be tolerated in this office, and that's a direct statement from the sheriff. Now, I'm going to read verbatim what they were writing in the text messages so you guys can understand the severity of the messages, okay? One text message said, "What do apples and black people have in common? They both hang from trees." Very classy. One other cop wrote, "I hate niggers, that is all." Another person wrote, "Very simply put, they're niggers' son." And according to Raw Story, Sheriff Plummer said that the deputies appeared to be in shock when they first were confronted about this, but they did not apologize.
Right. So everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it's another thing, of course, if you're doing it while you're on duty. And they say it was directed at other African-American deputies. So that sentence is a little vague. It could mean one of two things. That they were directing the N-word at those deputies behind their back.
Oh,
right?
I see. That's true.
So now that's terrible, because how are they going to work with those guys if they think that they're, in their words, niggers, right? Mm-hmm. So that if you're the cop in charge of those guys, you got to be really concerned about that. Now, the second possibility is they directed it at them and called them that. Yeah. Okay, that's even worse, right? Now, I suppose a third possibility is that they were joking around with them. But that does not appear to be the context here.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a different situation. If black guys and white guys who work together are joking around using racial words and they're all cool with it, that's a completely different category. Mm-hmm. Okay. But that's not the case here.
That is not the case here. Now, really, the story is vague, so I don't know exactly what it means when it's directed toward the black deputies. But one thing that I will say is the way that this story came about. I mean, remember, they're using their personal phones, they're messaging one another, so how the hell did we find out about this? Someone tipped the NAACP about it, and the NAACP started investigating it. Yeah. So I'm guessing maybe there's a possibility that one of the black deputies did catch wind of what was going on.
Right. And it's one thing is the Apple joke, right? It's a really horrible, disturbing joke. And another thing is that a lot of these are not at all jokes. So you can't use the defense like, hey, listen, I was just joking around with my buddy in my personal time. That's none of your business, right? It wasn't your personal time, and a lot of them weren't jokes at all. I mean, does it get any clearer than I hate niggers, that is all?
Yeah.
I mean, he literally says in the text, that's all, I hate him, right?
If you have that type of bias and you are given the responsibility to protect and serve, I don't think that you should be given that responsibility.
I can't have a cop on the streets
that
I know thinks that hanging black people and calling them the N-word is a great idea.
Or that it's funny, or something to make light of.
Right. So, no. Obviously, they got to be gone if the facts bear out after an investigation that this is the case. And, of course, right now they're on indefinite paid administrative leave.